Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Shield Hero Season 3, Episode 10. Oh man, okay, so, I almost forgot to record this episode this week, guys. It was only until up to a couple hours ago that it dawned on me, and I'm like, oh, that's right, I'm recording tonight. Because I recorded ahead on all my other shows, and I'm taking some time off, so I'm kind of in the middle of my vacation a little bit. I'm a little bit scruffy, because I've been lazy, haven't bothered shaving. But yeah, so I almost forgot, and then, because I can't record ahead on this one because I watch it as it comes out. So it just like it's something I knew from the start, but then I forgot. I was just like, okay, I have this many days off, and that's just what I was focused on, and I just wasn't even thinking, man, I have something in my eye. But yeah, anyway, last episode was pretty hype. We had some cool animation on Atla and Raftalia, as well as some really cool utilization of the like air shield, I think might be what he calls it. I can't remember exact words, but using them as platforms and, ways to like save people from hitting too hard against rocks and everything. It was really cool the way they designed that fight and everything. You had to use, your damage skills that do more to higher defense when he raised his defense, and then when he lowered his defense to counter that, you would then hit him with your normal abilities. It was awesome. I really liked it, but Galeon is saved. One thing I did think about, though, did Galeon, like, the original dragon that was birthed in that egg, did it just die? Because now the father took over that body, right? It's, oh, what's her name? Why can't I think of her name? Shoot, I have it written down. Windia. Her dad's like personality is in there because it still had like remnants of the stone or whatever, or either way the personality seems to have latched on to Galeon. So is that poor little baby dragon just aborted? Sorry. It was just something I thought about. But yeah. We'll see where we go from here. We still have the Phoenix on the horizon, so we do start preparing for that, or do we we have a lot of visuals of Itsuki in the opening, the bow hero. Do we go after him? I don't know. We'll see. We're going to start here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Hey, another girl I forgot the name of. Rishia-san. We might be getting into bow hero stuff after all. She probably didn't even do it, did she? Yeah. Okay, this eye thing needs to stop. Man. Hope I didn't, like, scratch my eye, because it's just, like... I guess it's okay for now. Yeah, I feel like I knew her name at one point last season, but then I just haven't even had to say her name yet this season, so I haven't even looked, so I just kind of forgot. Oh, the granny. Yeah. I'm guessing that was rougher in the subtitles. I mean, it was cute the way it was spelled, right? They did a good job spelling it, but I'm trying to think of how you would say that in English, where, like, I'm guessing that was supposed to be like a cutesy little, like, lisp sort of thing, but I don't know how you would do like a cutesy little lisp with you, you know? You. Maybe it was more like, maybe the Y was a little more silent. Maybe it was like, thank you, something like that. That could be kind of cutesy. I could see that. More of a silent Y. I wonder who actually broke that thing and got Rishia kicked out. Was it intentional, or did someone else break it by accident? They didn't want to get blamed for it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was that muscle dude, right? The one that was holding it and accused her in the armor, the plate armor. And just blamed it on someone else, and he has, like, pretty good authority over that group. Next to Itsuki, it seems like. Damn. Need to implement some taxes in this village so you have a better budget. Kidding, fuck that. I mean, maybe they already have it. Oh. Oh, that's the Queen's messenger? Right? Her beloved bird. Man, my eye is bugging me. The shadows. So if you don't know what he's talking about, that sounds like such like a weird line, but also kind of badass too. I got word from the shadows. That's right, she says, I dare say, a lot. Oh. Rafchan's going too. Yeah, get some levels, have some fun. If she's working that hard that she doesn't have time to go out and get levels and stuff, maybe she does need a good break, you know? Damn. How adorbs. Nope, not nothing. It's gonna be something. Oh. She shows up whenever she's hungry. Underground. Arena? Oh. I see. The start of the season. They're using the underground arena to make money using her. Oh shit. Oh, Itsuki. Perfect hidden justice. Yeah, they know who it is. I didn't know that was a she. Or is that a subtitle mistake? I thought that was a little boy demi-human. My bad. I almost feel like the subtitles might have been wrong. Oh. This guy again. Unless by she they meant Atla. Okay. They're so young. It's so scary. Just like, let's send them into a battle arena. These children. Where's Oh. See that him, or is it just her imagination? Hmm. Kind of crazy how much she cares for someone that cares for someone that just kind of abandoned her like that, you know? Is he kind of like Ren? Yeah, I mean, Jesus. Oh my god. I think my subtitles are, he's calling her Witch, but her two names are Bitch and Slut. One's her, like, given name and one's her adventure name, right? But for some reason, they translated Ren's as Bitch. I mean, unless he is just calling her a witch. Too many nicknames this lady has. I mean, she is a witch. Guess what we get to deal with again, guys? Fucking bitch. It takes him so long to say it. I imagine it's because it's not their native language. It's fine, I don't mind it, but they're like, perfect hidden justice, you know? Where, like, if I were to say it, it would just be perfect hidden justice. I'd just, like, rattle it off. It just feels so slow the way they say it. Like I said, it's fine, but... Speak to him with fists isn't, like, a terrible idea, though. Sometimes you gotta do that. Most of anime fight conversation, or anime conversations happen during fights. At least, like, the really deep ones. Something must have happened to him. His people just left him? Alright. Is his fighting, like, worse than it used to be or something? This boy going through some shit. I wish a character could go through some shit, though, without it having to involve Malty. Oh, shit. Yeah. That's probably a good thing. Oh, I like this background track. The little beat, like, instantly pulled me in. Yep. Hi. Alright. Jeez. Are they just using him to make money? Trying to amass money to save slaves? Is she gonna, like, hire some kind of army to, like, go after... Is she considering slaves? I have a feeling we're not getting to the Phoenix this season, guys. Jesus. I have a feeling it's gonna be next episode. You just yell after every match. Hmm. Oh. Well, shit. Yeah, what does he get out of it? It's not hard. You're always in it for something. The audience is here, sir. Hmm. She's pretty powerful, though, right? I wonder how she'll stand up. But also, this is like... Yeah, this is someone that she admires, so it might be hard for her to fight, maybe, at full force anyway. We'll see. Why have an announcer if it's like a private thing? Maybe there's like... He didn't invite any guests. Alright. This will be easy. Nice. I'm excited. I hope it's a good fight next episode. Or, more importantly, I hope it's a good... I don't need it to be a good fight. I need it to be a good explanation of what happened, actually, and a good conversation between the two of them. I hope her words reach him. But, yeah, so, I'm okay with this, but it feels extremely similar to what we just went through with Ren. Like, I wish a character in this show could, like, need saving from someone other than Bitch, right? That's my only complaint, really. I hate that she is still around, to be honest. And I hate that characters that should know better are like falling into her clutches. And it's like, I mean, I know they're being put in these vulnerable states, like Ren lost everyone he cared about, and people looked at him poorly ever since then. And so he was at like his lowest point, and that's when she showed up, and that's why he listened to her. And it seems like it's going to be something similar here. It seems like maybe Itsuki wasn't strong enough to take on the turtle, and for some reason his team left him, you know? And then after he was abandoned by everyone, it seems like Malty came in and just whispered sweet nothings in his ear. And she managed to talk the other guys into coming back, probably to get money. That is it, guys, by the way, for episode 10. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they abandoned him, and then Malty came and whispered sweet nothings in his ear, and then whispered sweet nothings in their ear, and said, like, hey, if we can manipulate Itsuki, we can get a ton of money. And they're like, okay, we'll come back for now. Kind of thing. Because they definitely, like, the guy was like, oh, you think we're lying to you? You know, it's like, you could tell he was, like, nervous. So he's definitely in on it in whatever Malty is doing. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was them talking at the, like, Malty was talking to that guy at the end, the guy in the armor. But yeah, they just have him going around to a different arena every day or whatever, or constantly under the name Perfect Hidden Justice, and just beating up dudes in the arena and earning money for the sake of supposedly saving slaves. Now, I would not be surprised if all of this was a way for Malty to get the money to then hire like some kind of mercenary force to attack Naofumi's village, right? And try and get all of like the probably just ransack the place. She probably has no intention of saving slaves, right? Either that or saving slaves is maybe they're not going for Naofumi at all. It's possible she's just using that as a reason to get him to go and fight for her and make her a bunch of money. And then, you know, like she said, she's gonna teach him how the world works. So I imagine once they get as much as they can out of him, they're just gonna abandon him again, right? But yeah, I mean, considering I think there's only like 12, maybe 13 episodes in this season, that only leaves a couple episodes. There's no way we're getting the Phoenix this season. Unless it is 13 episodes and we wrap up Itsuki next episode, and then the Phoenix only takes 2 episodes, but the Phoenix felt like it was supposed to be like a big deal. Like you need all 3 heroes, or all 4 heroes together to fight it, and a lot of preparation time and everything. So it would feel rushed, I feel like, if they fit the Phoenix in this season. So I really hope that they do get the funding for another season, because I do like the show. But between the Turtle season, granted, the second half of the Turtle season was very interesting. I really liked the whole, like, jail dimension that we found, I don't remember her name, but that girl in, and, you know, her story was tragic of being trapped there and almost killing herself and everything. And then the guy trying to, like, fabricate waves and everything. It was certainly interesting, but it's felt kind of like these last couple seasons have been kind of build-up seasons. So I really hope the show does get another season, but I'm worried when you don't have seasons that are too crazy, I'm worried they might not get the budget they need to be able to get approved for like another season. That's like my biggest fear, right? Like, I've enjoyed this season, but it hasn't been anything crazy so far, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna go out on anything crazy either. We've kind of, like, this has been the most build-up season out of any of them, I feel like, because a lot of it has been, like, trying to get the other heroes on our side, you know? Like, we ended up getting both, wow, why can't I think of his name now? I knew it the last episodes, the spear hero. Managed to get him on our side, Motoyasu, that might be what it is. And then we got Ren on our side, and now I imagine before the end of the season we're going to have Itsuki on our side, and we'll have all the heroes, you know, in a better mental state and prepping for what's to come in this world. And then the season's gonna end, right? So it's gonna be one of those things where, like, okay, we're all prepped and ready, and you gotta wait. So hopefully, I just hope it does get the funding it needs to continue on. But yeah, as for this episode, Rishia was pretty badass. I mean, just the fact that she's stepping up to the plate to fight someone she admires, and I mean, that's one of the best ways to communicate, at least in animes, is to fight someone. Sometimes you have, like, the best conversations when they're in, like, the midst of battle and everything. It's been that way for a while with anime, so it's pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing her, and she's probably gotten stronger since the last time we saw her fight, and she was pretty badass the last time we saw her fight. So, I actually have way more faith in her ability to fight than, like, I think she's gonna, like, mop the floor with the bow hero, but we'll see. I mean, maybe he's stronger than I think. Like, that one dude, that random, like, no-name fighter got, like, a hit on him. So I feel like, I mean, maybe she'll push him to, like, try a little harder, but even he said he's like, I'm not weak. Like, I'm stronger, or whatever. I don't know, like, he had inklings that he, like, isn't getting stronger, and then even Naofumi said he hasn't been, like, buffing up his hero bow, and, I think the bow that he's using isn't even his, like, hero bow or something. Although, no, Naofumi can't use weapons because he's the shield hero, but the other heroes can use other weapons other than their hero weapon, right? I think. But yeah, they said, like, she gave him that bow and stuff, so I think she's just trying to, like, manipulate him and make sure he doesn't get any stronger, because they wouldn't be able to handle him if he did. I don't know. But, or maybe the bow has some kind of, like, effect on his mental state or something, and keeps him, like, docile. Because even now, Fumi said that bow, like, there was something ominous about it, so we'll have to see. But yeah. And props to Rishio for, if someone kicked me out of their group for, one, such a petty reason, like, I don't remember exactly what it was that she broke there and how important it was, but it didn't, like, whatever it is, I wouldn't cast someone aside because they broke something of mine, unless it was, like, unless they did it on purpose and it was, like, something extremely expensive, then maybe. But, like, for one, she didn't even do it. She even said she didn't do it. And two, even if she did, why would you cast someone out for that? I don't know. So I, for one, would be very petty, and I would be like, well, fuck you too, I'm never gonna care about you again. But here she is, all this time later, she has a new group, new friends, she has everything she could want, but she still wants to help him, so props to her on that. But yeah, I still can't get over the fact that we just brought a bunch of kids to go to a fighting arena. I guess we kind of skipped over their fights. I think they must have happened, right? I think so. But yeah, I think we just skipped over it because they went off and they were going to, like, look for the bow hero, and they had the conversation with him. And I imagine, I mean, unless they weren't fighting that day and they're fighting, like, another day coming up here or something, but yeah. I also don't know if I buy that character is not a boy. What's the character's name? Unless they were talking about Atla, because Atla ended up going too, and she was there when they had the conversation and said, like, she's ready or whatever. But I thought that was, like, a boy there that, if, maybe I should go rewatch that scene, actually. Maybe Atla says something, and then they're like, yeah, she can go. Let me go back. So they're eating at the table. I want to go to the arena is what the little wolf boy says. Or what I think looks like a boy. Yeah, no, I mean, maybe it is a girl, or subtitles are just wrong, like I said. Because the granny comes in when they're saying, when she's saying, I want to go to, or whatever, and says, let her go. Let me, season 3, let's go to characters. Because I don't remember that character's name, that's my bad. View all characters. Man, the picture is like a hand-drawn different art style for Atla on this. Keel. The character's name is Keel, I guess that's hard. It is voiced by a girl. I genuinely thought it sounded kind of like a boy, too. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Oh, it was later revealed that Keel is actually a girl, and the subject... Okay, so apparently Keel didn't know the difference between genders and thought herself was a male until Naofumi explained the difference between genders. Okay, well, I didn't know that. Did that, let me know, guys, did that happen in the show? Or was that something that was in the manga that got, like, skipped out? It's very possible it's something that happened and I just don't remember because when I was getting back in the show between seasons, because I've, like, always watched the show as it airs. So I have a long gap in between watching seasons. I usually, like, recap some of, like, the bigger moments in my mind. I'm like, okay, this happened, this happened, this happened. And some of the smaller stuff I may have forgotten. So a moment like that, I guess, maybe I did forget. That's my bad. But if I did forget it. Or it's something that was left out of the anime and mentioned in the manga. But okay, cool. That answered my question. Excuse me, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. Whether we get a really good fight or not, like I said, I'm more curious about what happened to Itsuki. He's heavily featured in the opening, so I imagine we're gonna get some backstory on, like, him coming to this world, and maybe him being abandoned in this world. Maybe he was also abandoned in the world he was summoned from, like our world kind of thing. And maybe that's why he was so quick to, like, lose his shit, and you know, maybe I'll understand the character a little more once we get there. So, but I think that's gonna be it for me. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that. Check out my Patreon if you want more content from me. Sorry, my mind is everywhere. But yeah, early access isn't for this show, but you can get early access to my other shows on the Patreon. You can also get shows through the Patreon show tier that aren't even released yet. Check all that out if you're interested in supporting me and getting more content. Links are in the description below, or they should be popping up on the screen. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.